Oh boy.
I wonder where this shadow demon is that would literally force me into a bad dream.
Fucking Freddy Krueger. Alright, can we... Oh, thank God. There's actual camera. No way. It's like I had to restart OBS from the beginning now, including it logging me out.
Oh no, the cam. Oh no, oh no, the camera's drifting. There. Something's up.
Something is up. Something's not right. Hello there, Ryan.
What happened to you, Ryan? Why are you furry?
Come on. Is that... I said it's a profile picture that I'm sharing with a friend.
Fair enough. I can
You
ask.
see,
Furry friend.
Daniel thinks I'm a furry now because I have a cat in my profile picture.
Alright.
Makes sense to me.
It doesn't.
Oh my God, it's in the wrong fucking place. Just...
So Phoenix Wright is based. Anyways, what you up to, guys?
Voices of the Void.
Wait, what do you mean by Voices of the Void?
The video game.
I am trying my best not to lose it at the moment because everything is breaking.
Isn't he playing Phoenix Wright?
Yeah, I'm not.
Damn.
I'm playing Voices of the Void.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
Hey, you know who else is playing Voices of the Void?
The voices in
Joel
my head.
Varg Skeletor.
Exactly. Wait, what?
What? Wait, no, don't do this to me. Don't you dare do this to me. Don't actually delay this stream any further. Please, God. Oh, thank God. It had a lock for a split second, and I swear if I had to update it and wait like 5 hours, I would have put the PS4 in a jar.
Not this game on PS4.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I just want to jump off on a frozen lake.
The specified window is not a game.
So?
I hate to tell you this, but an Elgato game capture card, I'd call that a game. Streamlabs.
Let's just do window capture.
Window
Anyways,
capture.
I
No,
am gone.
you fuck.
I came to say hello.
Great.
Alright.
It got my fucking Discord now. I love how unreliable.
I love Discord, the video game.
I'm leaving the video game.
Cool.
Anyways, see you guys. Have a great evening.
See us.
Yeah.
Good evening, Gorman.
Okay, where's the shadow demon that will force me into a deep sleep?
Alright. Just share this now. This can't go on for much longer. I just want to play something chill. That's all. That's it. That's fucking it. I just want to play my funny lawyer game in my funny lawyer world.
We're living in a lawyer society. Nah.
God, that laugh actually matched kind of gumshoe here.
You calling me an ace defective?
No. I have got to edit something now because my audio is crackling.
Crunchy.
Analog audio. HDMI audio.
Classic Elgato.
Okay.
Huh? Huh?
Trying to get some form of fucking energy for this.
It sounds like you were having an exorcism.
Trust me, I'd rather that. Alright. I'm showing my attorney's badge to prove that I am, in fact, a lawyer. Detective, see this? This is my attorney's badge. Uh-huh.
You sure about that? Sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Don't you think it's a little sad when you have to explain what your badge means, pal? Real men show their PD badge, and that's it. That. I'll admit the design of my badge leaves a lot to be desired.
You show your badge to him.
Maybe it should just be a big L for lawyer.
Bruh.
Maya, no. She's telling me to take the L.
I'm nerfing my gameplay experience. My computer's already dying, and now I'm watching your stream too.
I'm not so sure about that. I am sure. That's an amazing idea. No, don't do it again. Don't take the L again.
What is with his breathing and being so freaking aggressive about it?
Alright, the investigation. So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, it's... Hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Yes, you can.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so, detective, mind if I take a look at what you've got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please.
The latest version.
We need to update to version 1.0.
How I should look at this autopsy report?
I'm not having another Edgeworth bullshit happen on me.
Did I just hear a freaking explosion in my video game?
Okay, well, time to do one last thing, and that's do a funny. Oh, ooh. You ever have a moment when you accidentally, like, sing a part of a song that hasn't come up yet?
No.
I think that just happened with me because most of the song is kind of so similar that I accidentally confused it for a part where it added a tiny bit more. Just a little bit more.
Just a little spice.
Let's see, so where can we go? See our first.
Alright.
You want to check? That's alright.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy shit.
Let's see, it's like.
Alright. No.
Yes.
No.
But what if positive?
Mayhaps. Oh, I forgot. How could I? Jesus Christ. That ain't nice. That's the opposite
Would
of
it-
nice.
What ain't nice is just I opened a door in my base and 3 gray aliens were just there.
They were just there.
They were just 3 gray aliens. I'm trying to research what this is.
Any report? Anything?
It's just 3 gray aliens. It's not on the entities list.
Oh. Okay. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Jack's autopsy report. Time of death, the 10th, the 15th of the 10th. I keep forgetting that the date system in America is ass. Alright, here's my controversial thing of the day. Month, day, year is pointless. It should be day, month, year. I'm surprised I haven't been shot for saying that. Alright. 2:30 p.m. Cause. Pierced through the chest by a spear. Yep, that sounds... That sounds about right. That sounds like it would kill someone. Reason for arrest. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30 p.m. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate.
Oh no.
What?
You're about to encounter her.
I already encountered her.
Yeah, but you're about to have a real encounter with her.
About the security lady. Oh,
I'm throwing these gray alien mannequins in the freaking river.
Is she one of them?
This game does horror in a different way, I swear to God.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Dr. Nose is a freaking gene. What the heck is that?
Alright.
Huh? Let me collect this thing? Not enough space. I'm not gonna drop my radioactive capsule.
Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
Oh, these goddamn idiots.
What kind of evidence? Well, that's a photo. A photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. See that camera up on the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them.
Swear to God, this game does horror so freaking differently, and I almost freaking hate
What's
it.
wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Ho 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 ho. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found.
This game is hitting me hard now. Now it's just outright trolling me. First it was gray aliens in the garage that are literally mannequins. And then I go outside, find something I want to pick up. Then I stand still for a little bit, manage my inventory, and then actual mannequins sneak up on me from behind. This game,
boy.
I tell you, you'd be scared to death.
Probably, yeah.
You should play it. It's free.
Maybe, yeah. I might. Either way.
Because it's very subtle horror that just works.
Right. That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, they're soft enough she doesn't need to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied? Powers is guilty yet? Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that! I thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself.
That's Gummy.
These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. I'm a real bitch here.
I swear, this game is like a freaking flowchart. Encounter character, they introduce themselves, start to refuse you, you go to Gumshoe,
Gumshoe is the mulligan for everything.
Go to Gumshoe, he leaks information, go back to the person, and then scrape the information that Gumshoe didn't really tell you about.
Reason for suspicion. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I'd seen go through between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you.
Austin Power. Is this before or after through the river?
Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was, past tense. Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He's shown the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate. It's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammers took it pretty hard. And who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walked through that gate, see? And then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when the picture was taken too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all photos on the computer over at the security guard station. I check them every day before going home.
I like how forward this game was to assume that a lady as old as her could actually use a computer. Many games at that time did not say that.
That is...
There's always been this weird stereotype of older people not being able to use computers.
Yeah.
Wow, you've never been to the employee area.
Wow, I'm going to.
I wonder when.
Okay. So, now... October 16, Global Studios employee area. Nick, this is where they do all the behind the scenes stuff.
Wow.
Wow. I never could have guessed. Hey, look, there's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Maya, what the fuck? Oh my god, there's a vent. Someone vented. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. It's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through here, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid.
Excuse me, yes you are. Have you seen your shape?
You are 16. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up.
You are in fact 16, a kid, and not exactly the brightest one either.
Jesus. There's a T-bone steak on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks.
What? Your cow?
I'm going to say this. This game clearly wasn't localized the best way. Because burgers were supposed to be fucking ramen. It isn't now. So
T-bone steak?
no, so now instead it's burgers.
Hamburger?
Hamburger. Alright. Will Powers. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear.
Why is she taking this trip as... Why is she thinking of this trip as some weird sightseeing trip? Are you not understanding the gravity of the situation, child?
And that's the murder weapon as well.
Do we know that?
Yes, we do. He was found impaled with a spear. October 16, Global Studios dressing room. Powers dressing room. Please tell me that the character I think is here isn't here. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake.
Austin Powers?
Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look.
What if it was his attorney badge?
An employee key card. That must be Powers. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow. You mean borrow it.
I don't know why, but I don't like that single frame of Maya right there.
Yeah.
It looks sus.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
What the heck? Is that a freaking red fungi?
A red fungi?
Yeah, in my video game.
Alright.
Good.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Mayhaps.
Perhaps.
What the hell? Where? Okay. Alright. Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't mind that. Oh, okay. That's open in the background. by accident.
How are you having this many technical issues?
I don't know. It's from misclicks and stuff out of my control. That's all. There's a vast array of cosmetics here.
This is why I use OBS. I don't have these issues.
Listen, this isn't an OBS problem or a Streamlabs problem. This is that misclick was a me problem. Oh, this is the wiki used in Nope, that's too cringy. That's too cringy for me to even read.
What is Boogie Woogie?
Is that the skill Rido used in SMT3?
I wouldn't know.
There is actually a skill called that. And it's just him pulling out a fucking gun. 10 out of 10. Nick, try this on. No. How can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I am kind of like samurai movies. Kinda.
Oh, really? I couldn't tell.
What's the difference between these cosmetics and the other cosmetics?
Up the ejection. 5.
They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair, it's nice and it's still nice and spiky, just like how I like it. I don't think we're gonna find much here, so moving on. Back to studio main gate. Back to outside studio 1.
Back to the courtroom.
Can I finally go in? The entrance to studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if the
My God, his name is Jack Hammers. That's so dumb.
I mean, one of the victims' names in one of the cases was fucking Cindy Stone. And one of the fucking murderers' names was Red White.
I have a question. Why aren't they just all construction workers?
Yeah. Those are all constructions worker names. Oh, and then I think one of them was called April May.
Oh yeah, I do remember her. Famously, pink.
Yes. And who could forget the world famous character Bellboy? They didn't
There's
even...
also another about April May, but we'll save that for when it happens.
Yeah. I wonder if this keycard we borrowed.
I can't. And I'm saying this. I cannot believe they animated that.
Alright. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Oh, hi Gumshoe. Bye Gumshoe.
Oh, hi Mark.
Studio 1. What is it? You're really quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape. It's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon is the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me.
Why do they have a real spear on set anyways?
Good question. Would they not? Listen, I have cosplay
Don't
weapons.
They have props?
I have cosplay weapons behind me. Do you think that the fucking Buster Sword I have is real metal? It's fucking foam. Could they not afford
of course
foam?
it's foam. Of course it's foam. You can't afford real metal.
Bitch, I can. Okay, I can.
No, you can't. You. Don't you dare lie to me.
There's one thing I can't take. Alright, fair. Okay, fair point. Alright. Is there anything around here? Let's examine the old tape. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found inside the evil magistrate costume. Guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected the spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. That's not important to the case at all. No! Wow, look at that camera. It must cost a ton. Yeah, so
Don't
don't
break
touch
it.
it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you! No touching that. Sorry, my partner
Ah, yes,
is
the
kind of,
most
you know,
normal character in this game.
honestly though, she's the nicest character and the most normal character in this game, but I'm going to be very honest with you, after playing this game twice, she is so fucking boring. I'm sorry.
And that
Hello,
might be
E.
the most appealing part of the character.
Ace Attorney, yeah. You know, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us.
So what do you think of Penny?
Listen, Penny, you're like one of the most normal people here, but my god. You're so boring. And she's barely even given a name. Look, her name is just Assistant. Penny Nicholas, Assistant.
You know, I'm surprised she's actually of age. She looks younger.
Let me see. Oh, 17. I got it wrong.
It still doesn't make her case much better.
Yeah. Miles is looking... Honestly, Miles at age 24 looks kinda old.
That's the hair, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the hair. And why does Gumshoe...
He's 30, and also, say his first name, you wimp.
Dick! Dick!
Oh my god, he said it.
Will Powers looks older than Gumshoe, yet he is younger. Wrap your head around that, folks.
What you don't like? You don't like his lion mane?
I like his lion mane. Whenever he has that face, he never has that face. I love how they give the victim a fucking profile, even though we never fucking see the victim alive.
They're still important to the case.
Yeah, I know they're important to the case, but this art is kind of weird.
I don't like his face. He looks so dumb. Honestly, with a face like that, he kind of deserved it.
Oh my god. The day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder?
The murder.
Yes, I was in the studio the whole day.
I'm so sorry for you.
I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Could they not afford other people? Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now.
Oh, I can tell.
And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning we went through
Yo,
the
is
action.
that a cutscene? Except it isn't.
In the morning we went through action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were just there alongside everyone else. Why
Well
do you?
played, and Hammer.
I'm going to say this. Why do you refer to? Why do you refer to Jack Hammer by his last name, yet refer to Will Powers by his initials? Shouldn't you?
Do you really want to call a guy JH?
I'd like them both to be like their last name, like Power and Hammer.
That's no fun.
I mean, that makes a bit more sense than just WP and JH.
Yeah, but at least you have well played and Hammer.
Well played and Hammer. The employee area. That's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place.
How could you tell?
I was eating lunch there. Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. When I saw WP go into his dressing room, after Soul Bad Guy told him to leave. You cannot tell me in any imagination that Jackhammer does not look like Soul Bad Guy. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I won't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am?
Why are you jumping to conclusions?
What kind? No, I'm sure
That is
you're
a
fine,
bad
girl.
defense, Phoenix.
Sorry. Oi.
How are you this defensive?
Sorry. I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha!
Shut up!
Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just afternoon, I sensed someone was here.
You sensed. What?
Yes.
Should you be the new medium?
She's more of a medium than Maya. Yes.
She.
Some other in studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling there was someone from outside. Sorry, don't have any better information than that. Sensing someone. So you sense that someone was other than the regular film crews in the studio. I think it doesn't cut it in the witness's testimony. Haul ass, move! Time to accuse someone who's innocent of killing someone else. October 16th. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. I don't know about us, but I think, I forgot her name already. That's how boring she is. Jesus Christ. Penny?
Penny!
I think. Yeah, Penny. Okay. Penny Nicholas. I think Penny saw a ghost. Fucking ghost of Christmas past. Why does...
Ghost?
Why does Jack Hammer at age 37 look better than half the fucking cast of younger? I don't get it.
Do you like it or no?
Apart from his goofy smile, I think he looks decent. Assistance claims. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I want to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 PM, correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who says that someone was from outside was here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me?
Shut up. Let your shoulders rest.
She has no pupils now. She's gone full raging demon. Eek. You better tell me, and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin.
Who are you calling cretin, you cretin?
Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Just nothing major. Just talking.
Does not compute.
Her, she's not even full-time employed.
So?
Nowadays running a mouth with
Oh, there you go. Kyle, remember to read all of it.
She left. Well, never mind.
Get the locks. We're backtracking on this one.
Well, Nick, This is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulder. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick. Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see, first I need a date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That's when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Oh fuck. This? No, I'm just gonna brute force it.
Hold on, Kyle. Are the bird noises coming from your game?
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
This one.
I wouldn't want the bird noises in this game.
Let's see what we got. That is a nothing burger. Huh?
That is a man.
How is this a picture of Will Powers?
It
Wow.
doesn't seem to be.
Well, he is the one that always wears the suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. October 15th, 2 o'clock, photo 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. Nope, that's the only one on the computer. Oh, you're lying, girl. Girl, you're lying. We can use this as evidence in the trial.
You skip in text.
Yeah. It's never a good idea to reveal the hand to the enemy too soon. Nope. Why do I have to be the villain? We ain't done for today. We need more shit. I know there's more. Really? That's where we're ending it? I know there's something else here.
Well, too bad.
There's gotta be more to this, man. Alright, go on to court. 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4.
Haven't you waited for this your entire game? To go to court?
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that on 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios.
We're sure that's Austin Powers?
It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during this trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Hopefully he doesn't fuck this up.
Hopefully he has an autopsy report that is valid.
Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with this guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of this studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their actions during scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. Security lady that works at the studios here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there are only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, of course, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went into Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m, the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled.
Damn.
The time of death was 2:30 p.m.
We're just gonna show that hole?
There is no blood there.
We sure this isn't just a test dummy?
That ain't a man, that's a goddamn...
Guy.
That's a... How do I describe a fucking fake man? This ain't...
These are the these are the things haunting me in Voices of the Void. These are mannequins.
Yes. Alright. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again?
No.
I think I can probably remember that.
Oh,
So-
are you sure?
So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. I'm not sure that's appropriate for this trial, but okay. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question, and that question is, what did the security lady... Oh god, fucking hell.
What's wrong?
I don't know what happened, I just felt fucking like a wave of tiredness hit me, just fucking ugh. Ow. What did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Well, Gumshoe barely even got to talk. Will the witness declare her name?
No.
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? Afraid and a bit flustered. Your name, please.
Oh my god.
Your name, please.
Your name, please.
Wendy Oldbag.
Dude.
Capcom. Capcom.
What about Capcom?
Fucking Dick Gumshoe, Will Powers, Wendy Oldbag, Jack Hammer. Fucking Christ! Every name is just some pun.
Any nickels is literally money.
Oh, I didn't even notice. God damn it, Capcom! I
I can't
thought
believe you did this.
they hide themselves so well. I love them.
So what? She's a windy old hag?
Yeah.
Is this a weird British thing?
Yeah. Oh god. Oh my god.
Keep up, Kyle.
Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness.
That is. Bro, they're all just not down with this.
This is the most based court. Just they're like, what the
Based?
fuck? This is the most...
I didn't know you took part in baseball.
Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
That is actually probably a breach in court laws. You cannot stop a witness from talking by objecting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And simply a judge saying no to just simply agreeing to it is definitely also a breach. This is not okay.
Japan American law does not allow this. I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
This is piss.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. Oh my god. Phoenix! On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-in there since the morning. I, had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man rocked by me right at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there. He was heading towards the studio. You saw the defendant then, Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. I know exactly what to press. It was Powers. Are you absolute? You saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. I'll say it again. It was him. Are you sure about that? Let me get this straight, old bag. Sorry, Miss Old Bag. You've been saying that since yesterday you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. You fucking idiot. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean that Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
Yes, you were.
No one in this court was accusing you of that, Miss Witness.
The refrain.
The refrain. Also, they said that no one was calling them. Was saying that she was born yesterday. You did. They ain't listening to the court we're in. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all information in your possession ahead of time. How was I supposed to know that everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway.
You should be ashamed of your silence.
Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. There's like 7 things wrong with this. Any evidence should be treated with equal regard because it could be fucking important. Second of all, how did you not present it to Edgeworth? Third of all, why? Why? Let's hear about your proof then. The man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-in of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day.
Look at this photograph.
That's how I knew it was Powers, Happy. But that's not a second photograph. That's still the same photograph. Can you show the second photograph? Bitch just ignores it. You can't just tease a second photograph and then not show it. That's just bad form.
Are we sure he sprained his ankle? Are you sure, Kyle?
I'm not even sure of anything anymore. What is real in this world of fiction? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. But why? Why? Are you absolutely sure? Okay. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear.
But isn't the samurai spear also the murder weapon?
Yeah, apparently she repaired it with tape.
Wouldn't we have known?
Alright. Still, you can't look at this and say it's Mr. Powers. Alright. But only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg. Fuck! I hit the wrong button. I accidentally presented my fucking attorney badge as evidence. Ah, fuck.
You didn't save, did you?
Your Honor, this is why he's innocent. I am a lawyer.
How did you think that in a court of law?
I'm a president of a homeowners association. Fucking hell. Yes. Spirit. Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room and dressed up. I think we've heard enough. Yes, I think so as well. Where's the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? It was clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Bowers. No? Object. Nowhere can we see Mr. Will Powers. Allow me to remove doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony? Why are you withholding information for dramatic effect? That's not how court works.
It's called law. And you're breaking it. And I thought you were a man of the law.
That's stupid. You can't just break the law. Oh God. Okay. No need to ask twice. Witness's account continued. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. The only person I saw go into the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. I have to present the photo here, don't I? I accidentally hit the wrong button again. No, just present it. You fool! Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. You know, if you want to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note on the back of the photo are the words printed October 15th, 2 o'clock. Photo 2. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says Photo 2. The computer only held data for one photo that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this be Photo 1 if it was the only photo? Lock her up. Immediately guilty. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. This evidence shows that not one but two people went to the studio that day. There's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. You watch your mouth, you whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the cameras on that gate fired twice, which means two people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to me. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Uh-oh. Snapper. Something the matter with this old bag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Convenient. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate? Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Yes, I suppose. You could put it in a way. I see. Your testimony, please. the other person. Every day, after I finish my guard duties, I've one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Again! Why don't you bring this shit up with me? What the fuck is your problem? Ah, God. Well, of course, Edgy. I only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a term for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
Kyle,
Yeah?
I don't know what the aliens are doing, but they're trying to prank me so freaking hard.
Wow.
You know how I know?
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Kyle,
Well,
do you want to know how I know these aliens are trying to prank me?
how?
In the garage, they put a freaking, like, catapult-esque trebuchet and flung a freaking alien mannequin at me.
Hmm. Fair. That's just... Oh, wow. For the most part, this is a murder trial. Are we just gonna ignore the fact that you failed to do your job, Miss Oldbag? Wait a second, didn't you say no one else could get in? I locked the main gates and no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, you must know there's a drain that goes to the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. Leads outside as well. That's where they come in. They came in through the drain? I told you, they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children. Okay, back. Wow, that was a long way away. E, hope you're doing all right after that expedition. And they're gone. Whippersnappers, kids. So on the photo you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
Water.
Order! Whippersnappers! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg, the other was a boy who looked about in 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, we typically see these type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. Boy in 2nd and 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. I was just printing photos of my camera and other stuff. Alright. Were you at Studio 1? Were you the murderer? It's E. Lock him up. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick? What's going on? I mean, the boy was there. It makes him a suspect.
And it does.
If she can't catch them now, how does she still have her job? That's what I'm saying. How is she still employed? I mean,
She's not. She may just be doing this while in retirement.
the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah. and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Stick to the script. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping. Honest.
Honest?
So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should have taken better care of that stuff. Couldn't imagine you would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. Where does this leave me? Doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect now. First, we play for more time. Start targeting someone else that could have conceivably done this. That is a scummy technique. And it's the way we're going to catch the murderer. First we'll accuse someone we know didn't do it. Then we find the murderer. Then we accuse them. Hearing this out loud is deluded.
Going suspect fishing is suspicious.
Yeah. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can't get another day. Well, if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. I'll sigh however the hell I want. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do not have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for the verdict of guilty for the and Mr. Will Powers. That's still... I'm going to yell this out until the day I die. That still doesn't prove that Will Powers was the person in the photograph. You're all stupid. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? He's not in the fucking costume. The defense disagrees. There is another person who could have committed this crime. And we're going to accuse them right now in this very courtroom. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on those accusing the innocent. Well, do I have an attorney for you?
Phoenix writes.
If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. So who will this person be?
Det skulle bøge.
I gotta say it. The obvious 10-year-old is the one to commit the crime. It was the grade school boy. Why isn't anyone saying anything? Bah. Are you seriously suggesting the boy did it, Mr. Wright? Grade school boy kills veteran actor with spear. For one thing, the murder weapon was with the Steel Samurai. Would you care to explain how the boy would have obtained it from him? Maybe. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I'll have to paralyze you as I warned. Wow.
No.
No, I'm doubling.
Go all back. Go all back.
I know it's old bag, I know that's what I'm going with, but I could double down really bad here and just say, no, it was the grade school boy. I believe it. Is there dialogue for that?
No.
It's the same one. Okay, never mind. It's not even funny at this stage. Random 10-year-old kills veteran actor with spear. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The steel samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about this morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about that injury. It was the security lady, Oldbag, and it couldn't have been the assistant because Oldbag had already given her a fucking alibi. What? Whippersnapper. Order. Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag. That's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag. The standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why did she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh, yes. Right there, Sherlock Holmes too, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up on an objection and some damning new evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy. Don't just sit there. Do something. Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Sholmes. It all connects. It's my move. Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way.
Press. That's how you get them to crack.
I think if I press too hard, that's when Edgeworth is going to attack. So the smart move is to take a break. However, I just saved, so that means I'm going to do the opposite. The very same reasoning that made Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be cast on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy. You laughed at me! You laughed at me for suggesting that, you bish. He's only a...
You old bag.
He's only a grade schooler, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Jesus Christ, what, was she part of the fucking WWF? What the fuck is this? Your thoughts? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it nice to... Or is it to be nice to the kids? I have proof. Wait, we do? I'm not prepared for this.
And strap in.
Imagine your legal team, one of them just says, we have proof, and then another one just says, wait, we do? What? Would you be confident in your legal team then?
No.
Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows that the boy could not have committed the murder? Oh, fuck! I didn't know... Oh, God, no. Oh, there's no penalty. There's no penalty. I could pick anything.
Samurai spear.
Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. The very spear shown in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. Very well. Court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edward, please find more about your witness. Miss Wendy, what was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. Edward said nothing. He actually just shut up. What happened?
You mean you mean he has to have anything to say?
I agree with Phoenix. Usually this is when Edward like fucking does something. He did nothing though. Well, he just
Does he have to?
He just let his fucking witness get lampooned. For what though? Why? Why would he do that? Oh wow. And the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That's all. Court is adjourned.
Is it though?
Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking off the wrong tree. I'm talking.
Yeah, I get that.
Oh great, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Oh god, we're in for a treat, aren't we? Miss Oldbag, what is this about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? I mean, it wasn't Edgeworth? Oh, wow. Well, testify. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to pretend that I hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're gonna be accusing me, I'm not gonna let them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, you don't.
Oh, no, this is a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. What is there to cross-examine? The court was over! We stopped! What more is there to discuss? What can I discuss? Do I have the willpower to discuss? Do I have the willpowers?
The defendant will now refrain from making such pitiful jokes.
God damn. Okay. So, Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to pretend I hadn't been at the studios that day. they're gonna go accuse me of not letting them get away scot-free. Who were those other people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done their run through without a director? Of course. Director was in the employee area all morning before the run through. He joined the producer around lunchtime where they had the meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Oh, if you look at the guide map, here it is. If you go through the gate, it's to the left. I think we've learned all there is to learn. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution would like to gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people that we've been just told of. I understand, Your Honor. Sends today's proceedings for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. Court is adjourned. Wow. Unfucking real.
Did you learn anything useful?
We learned that there were more people involved. Does that help? Or does it make things worse?
You tell me.
Yes. To both. Alright. Just record. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really, it's nothing. Grin. Grin.
Grin.
Or should I sniff? Sniffs violently.
Sniffs to get that crucial information.
Damn. Alright. We'll be going down to the studios to do more investigating. We have to find out about this director and this producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out who this person was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Policeman 1, Policeman 2, are you hearing this? Hello. Are any of you seeing this, this shit? Because, my god, this is sounding pretty fucking sus. This is sounding pretty fucking sus. And it ain't me. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. This is our hero, ladies and gentlemen. Poor old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her. Yeah, well, she ain't winning any points there. I am. Well, she's points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Not gonna lie, the policemen are just probably statues. Yeah, they are way more and less detailed than any other character here, so they could very well just be wax mannequins. Thanks guys. Sneef. That's probably gonna be it for the stream.
Wait, already?
It's 11:16. I don't got the time. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave. I might still have a tiny bit more time in VC, but yeah, I think that's enough of the stream. Thank you everyone for watching. It's been really fun doing this. This has been Fire Game, and yeah, see you all on Saturday, where I finally play Lethal Company for the first time due to 2 people being named Daniel requesting it. And not one of them was named Daniel Day-Lewis, come on.